Should China stick to zero COVID policy? This has been debating for quite a long time on internet. For me, the answer is quite simple and confirmed, and has never been changed since the outbreak of COVID. So my answer is yes, China should stick to zero COVID policy. And here are why. I'm going to present my reasons from several perspectives. The first one is infection proportion of total population. According to the data from Johns Hopkins University, China has much smaller infection portion of its total population comparing with many other major Western countries. So I give Western countries a high ranking and China a low ranking. And because of this, China has much stronger motivation and higher chance to achieve zero COVID when the infection still accounts for a small portion of total population. The second one is the support from local citizens for zero COVID policy. Comparing with people in some Western countries who refuse to wear masks and resist the social distancing policy, so I give a Western country a non-full support ranking. People in China are much more supportive of precautionary measures of COVID, and they are very disciplined in execution as well. So I give China a full support ranking. So China has much less resistance and a stronger executive power to achieve zero COVID. Third, economy pressure due to zero COVID policy. When stick to zero COVID, lockdown is inevitable in order to contain the virus spreading. Consequently, the economic activities might come to a stop. However, different from Western countries where economic stability seems to have higher priority than health of generic public. So I give Western country a high ranking. China put its people's health as first priority. Economic growth can be compromised whenever needed. Besides, China has high economic redundancy and availability because of its vast territory consists of a wide variety of natural resources, numerous young and well-educated workforce, comprehensive industrial chain, huge consumer market, and take China's less resistance and strong execution power into consideration, lockdown of several cities in China is not likely to last for a long time. So the impact to economy is relatively affordable. So I give China a affordable ranking for economy pressure. Fourth, risk when not sticking to zero COVID policy. So what if China gives up the zero COVID policy? Not only the huge workload will be imposed to public medical service sector, more importantly, the sequelae of infections gradually revealed by media has produced a lot of concerns about the irreversible damage to our body in the future. And because of this, I don't believe COVID is as easygoing as flu as described in many Western medias. So the risk of giving up zero COVID policy is high, especially from long-term perspective. So I'm going to give a high ranking for both Western countries and China. Now let's recap the consideration factors for China in regards to zero COVID policy. Firstly, China has stronger motivation and higher chance to achieve zero COVID due to the small infection proportion of its total population. Second, China has full support from its disciplined people, and it has powerful execution on zero COVID policy. Third, China is willing to pay for the cost of zero COVID policy, and the cost is affordable. Lastly, the risk of giving up zero COVID policy is very high, especially from long-term perspective. So based on all above key consideration factors, it's quite obvious that the answer should be yes, to stick to zero COVID policy. And one more thing I want to highlight here is China has a special weapon to the COVID situation in China. It's Chinese traditional medicine, which has played a very positive role in dealing with COVID. And even WHO has acknowledged that, after all, whenever possible, zero COVID policy is always preferred, and there is no doubt of that. From my perspective, Western countries gave up was more like a suboptimal solution because they have difficulties to stick to the zero COVID policy due to resistance, economic impacts, or large proportion of infections. But China does not have those difficulties. Then why not stick to zero COVID policy? Thanks for watching.